Okay, we are live. Okay, so the other day when we went live, I told you guys that we are still trying to figure out how this is going to work. The other spot was a little bit brighter. However, the plugs are kind of in a funny place. So it was a little bit dangerous with the tripping. So let me see here. I need to grab one more thing. I will be right back. Oh, I don't know. It was too much drama for that non-event. Sorry. It's just me trying to pull this out for White Friday. Okay. So, my friends, we are going to have a beer today. We don't have any wine here. And you know, it's funny because without without being in the place we were before, since we're not there, we don't have the restaurants next to us. So grabbing something to drink is, we have to really plan ahead, which I'm not entirely sure is our forte. So let me get logged in over here and then we will get started. Okay. All righty. So, oops, there we go. Hello. Hi, Diane. So, I don't remember when this even happened, but a little bit ago, my stepmom, Chris, brought us some stuff to stock our fridge here at the new place. So this is the Big Dumper beer. Now, I have heard, since I don't follow baseball that much, that this guy is known as the Big Dumper. But if you don't know that, then you just look at this beer. It's called the Big Dumper, and you just sort of giggle because it's like a silly name. So, cheers, you guys. This is, oh, I'm not always a beer drinker. We're giving it a shot. It's a new thing. Although I am kind of a baby, so I like Michelob Ultra is my favorite. So. Okay, so today I'm on the other side of the table so that I can be plugged in. However, this is seeming to not have the right lighting for me. So we're going to do it. If you guys have trouble seeing, but I think you might be able to see okay. If you have trouble seeing, then just let me know and I will switch over to the other side. So there's just a couple things that I want to show you that are new. We got in some new stamps from a company that does a lot of kind of like those bullet journaling kind of stamps and, you know, things like that. But there are so many good ones in here that I wanted to make sure to show you guys. And we found a new sticker company. So there's some really cute stickers in here. So we'll go through those really quick as well. Okay. So this is from the Paper Curator. And it's $17.99. I love these little kind of indie stamps because it's just small companies that make these. And they come in these little fun like storage pouches, which means you've already got your storage. They're $17.99, and this one is called Get Crafty. I'm gonna give you guys just one guess why I ordered this. Right? So you have a handful of paper crafting items on here, but also we have sewing, we have knitting, we have embroidery, we have all kinds of fun stuff. And so I thought it was a really good all-inclusive set. Now, here's the other thing that's really cool. When you look close, okay, these are stitches. So you can actually make your own like stitched design, which is, oh my gosh. Oh, I think my mind just blew. Yes, was it Wednesday when we were looking at those little books that have the grids in them? You could totally make your own cross-stitch design in the grid book. Okay, so that's Get Crafty. Then we have Goal Setter, and I think this one is phenomenal. So this is going to be a great way to kind of document your stuff in your journals, and everything is little. Look at this. I've never seen a stamp set come through that came in that had such little tiny words. Look at these. I mean, OMG. They are so cute. Okay. Now this one I think is a little bit different. And this one is called Upside. Okay. So we have the hand signals, which I think are great. And here's hoping, fingers crossed. These are kind of unique ones. I loved this because that's, you know, oh, I've got my fingers crossed for you, you know, that kind of thing. On the bright side, write it out. You've got a thumbs up. You've got an okay. Number one, probably I love you. What is that one's hang loose, peace, and anybody know what this one is? I'm not up on my sign language. Well, hi, Mary. So I don't know what that one is, but looks good. So I like this one because it had some sentiments that were a little bit different. Nope. But fingers crossed was kind of my favorite one because I just thought, oh my gosh, I could see using that in a little card. And then this one is caffeinated. So obviously it's good for coffee themed things, but it is more detailed than most of the coffee things that we get. And you have a ton of little stamps down here. So you can actually stamp a whole coffee border like in a rainbow if you wanted to or something. And you could also make, you know, these are all the coffee words that, you know, you might want with like, what's his name over there likes to get a flat white with vanilla, with 2 pumps vanilla. That's his kind of his go-to. And of course, we always get hot drinks. Even in the summer, we only get hot drinks because the drinks always get cold and then we heat them up again. So we haven't really taken to the cold drink concept for coffee, but I do know that a lot of people, you know, do that. So cold brew isn't necessarily our thing, but so anyways, I just think these are really cute, and size-wise, they're unique for what we have. And then you have the little beans there. And then this one is called Bookworm. So I really liked this because a lot of you guys are always looking for book stuff. And what's fun about this is you can make your own journal. Oh, you think it's a thumbs down? Maybe. I think I might have to Google image search that one, but it is a good guess. So the book one, let's see. Yeah, I don't know, because I think you could turn this one to a thumbs down. I feel like this is something. I feel like I've heard it before, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so this one is called Bookworm, and this one is for like tracking books you've read or, you know, various things like that. So you have a really great cover stamp. You've got an open book. You've got a bookshelf. You also have these little flags, which are cool there. And then you've got I'd rather be... I don't know why lover. must review. I don't know why the word lover is there. Oh, maybe book lover. That is probably it. I was like, I'd rather be a lover. That doesn't seem like, okay. So, and then current. So, but it gives you then this cool label here. And so you can talk about it. You can say, you know, your rating and stuff. You've got some little things to rate. You've got your set of stars, which is so cool. Your little heart or not heart, I think is what that's for. And then you've got these. So those books that we talked about on Wednesday would be perfect if you wanted to start like a book journal, right? So if you're somebody who reads a lot, I don't read a lot, but let's say so the one I'm looking for next is going to be the one for like streaming on Netflix, because I get like 3/4 through a series. And then if I get distracted, I forget what I've even started watching. And so for me, and plus I do start watching the same videos over and over because I forget. So for me, I think that would be cool, but I think these are all really, really fabulous. So Get Crafty, Caffeinated, Goal Setter, Upside, and Bookworm, and those are each $17.99. Okay, and then we found a new sticker company. So, you know, in our industry with our manufacturers, we don't get just stickers, but just stickers are, I mean, we do, but usually they're like bigger sheets and stuff like that. But just stickers are so popular, especially for people that are doing journals, but also scrapbookers and card makers and everybody. You're using them, right? They're great for envelopes. They're great for all that kind of stuff. So we had to find a company that was a little bit outside of our normal companies. And that's kind of what we've started to look for, is more of these little independent stores. So this is called Violet Stickers. There are 2 sheets per package in here, okay? So it doesn't really look like there's 2 sheets, but there's 2 sheets. So this one is the Raccoons with Coffee, and these are clear stickers, but the detail on them is phenomenal. So let me show you guys, because they sent us a sample sheet here. That's a design we didn't order, just so that we could show you guys what the stickers look like. Okay, but so the quality and the printing is so good, but also look at this. Okay, so it is really opaque. However, okay, you guys are gonna get to see the mess, but look, right? So by it being clear, you could put it on vellum. It's showing through, but actually, in some of these more vibrant colors, it's pretty opaque, and that's a barcode, so that one's pretty hard to hide. But anyways, so I'm excited about these. Okay. Oh, Mary, it would be. You're right. The postage collage, yes. Oh, now I might have to think about a whole new, ooh, good thinking. Good thinking. I like that. So these little ones, these are $3.99, and we have the Raccoons with Coffee. This is so Northwest. That's the only reason I got it. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I have raccoons in my backyard, and coffee's coffee. We have the sea turtles. Now, I get a lot of requests for sea turtles, but there just isn't that much stuff out there. So, and then these are all die cut, so you don't have to cut them out. They're already die cut. And all of these little pieces are also cut out. This one I'm in love with. So I was hoping it would be this cute, and well, frankly, it is. It's the mouse one. And we didn't get very many quantities of most of these. A couple of the seasonal ones we got more of, but because I didn't know what we were getting, right? First order. So I am so in love with this character. And so we're going through the whole thing, and I pull this up. They do. Yeah, they live under my back porch. So I love the raccoons in our backyard because they come, especially in the spring when they've got new babies, they come onto the porch and they play, and then they'll come and they'll scratch at our back sliding glass door to say hi to Oliver, our cat. And then he goes over and then he scratches on the door. It is so cute. I love it. I don't feed them though, but, you know, because I don't want it to become a problem, but, you know, they can live there. So anyways, I don't know if you guys have been following the baby hippo on Facebook, but Muding he's a new baby hippo. I think he's I think he's in China probably, I think. Anyways, and it means bouncing pork. But the zookeepers are doing these funny little videos with this guy as he's growing up and learning his various things in life. And he is so cute. I am like totally addicted to those videos. And so this is that baby hippo. I don't know if anybody wants stickers of this baby hippo, but I was telling Brooklyn about the videos and he was like, oh, you have to get that because he is so funny. So even if you don't need the stickers for it, you should go check out this little baby hippo because, oh my God. Okay, and then this one is robots. This was a last minute add to the order. And I'm so glad. These are a bunch of tiny stickers. Now remember, each package has 2 sheets of stickers too, right? But they're all individually cut. So much detail. I haven't seen any stickers or anything that covers robots quite like these before. And then here in the Northwest, we've got the orca tours and all of that kind of stuff. So we got these ones, which I guess are the whale stickers, because it's really hard for me to find stuff for the orcas also. And I thought these were absolutely stunning. And then just because people ask me for it all the time, we got a little tea set. Okay. So those are all the small ones. And these ones are $3.99. Okay. Then we got bigger ones. The bigger ones also have 2 sheets and he's working on checking these in. I don't know how far he got. Okay, these are $5.50, okay? So a couple of these, and I'm going to have to kind of figure it out as I go, because a couple of these are on, I think I can tell, it is this one, and I think I can tell, but, ooh, might be tough. And I think, there's one more, I think that is a white paper backing. I don't know. Okay, let's turn this heat off. Whew. So these ones have 2 sheets. This one just looks like it would be really fun envelope seals, right? I mean, you get a gob of them. They're all the same, but that would be totally fun. And for Halloween, oh my gosh, to go with your skies and stuff like that, absolutely awesome. But we got it just because they're like the perfect little envelope seal. So that's the moon faces. And then we have the teacups. Okay. So it's just a whole bunch of teacups. And then let me just kind of sort this here. This one is like beehives, but you guys, this is a clear one, I know. So stunning bees, right? Great detail, kind of that vintagey look. I love this. That is so cool. That could be so cool on a project. And it would look just like, you know, a ribbon going across. I think that's really neat. And then we have a birthday cake, which is all individual candles. And then you've got a number of different birthday cakes. Because I know a lot of people are just looking for like birthday stuff. We get asked a lot for dinosaurs. I feel like these are probably clear also, but now I might have to open this one to find out because I just am not sure. Because it seems like these ones might be opaque, but based on the, let's see. Yeah, it does look like this one is on a, hang on. We're getting there. Yeah, that one is on like a white backing, but it's glossy. So they're going to be really, they're going to look like really, really cool stickers. And what I noticed when I was just doing that is look at how close they're cut with that little background. So you're going to get some pretty cool detail out of those. Okay, so that's the dinosaurs. And then, oh, do you guys love this as much as I do? This one is rainbow birds. look at how many birds, and you get 2 sheets of these. Like, absolutely stunning in all the colors you might want, right? And then the rest are holiday. So those are the big ones that came in that are kind of a general everyday. Okay. Now these are the holiday ones. So let's do, because it's coming up first, let's do Valentine's. So this one it's called, I don't know, they said ivory something, and I think that has to do with there's a little bit of ivory in here. But these are vintage images. They're just kind of like those little old seals, you know, that you used to get almost in the mail, Easter, what was it, something greetings or something like that. And so you just have all of these adorable little images. Great, right? So that's, what do we call this one? Let's call this one the square Valentine or rectangle Valentine one. I don't know what to call it. I can't remember because I think it was just vintage Valentine. But we have then, we have Cupids, which are mostly used at Valentine's, but could also be used like, you know, for some other stuff throughout the year. And I liked this also because we have, you know, one little Cupid of color. I do believe these ones are clear. I only got 3 that were on paper, so I don't know. It's going to be a surprise which one that is, that third one. So, oh no, maybe it was a dinosaur. I don't know. Okay, so the Cupids. And then, look at these guys. Oh my gosh. Tell me, okay, you guys, I am going to let you guess, but what do these remind you of? Okay. In my head, I saw them almost instantly, but they're kind of Valentine's-y, but not super Valentine's-y, these cute little kids. Okay. So, I think they called them vintage Valentine kids or something, but, the style totally reminded me of something. So let me know what you think, and then I'll come back and tell you. Okay, I ordered these because they said foil, you know, whatever, and they were solid in the picture, and you can't really tell online, right? And I was just hoping that they would be foiled stickers, because I feel like, you know, back when like we were kids or something, there was these kind of foiled stickers all the time for Valentine's Day. You know, that red foiling, but we just don't see them anymore. And so these are a clear foiled sticker for Valentine's. And you do actually have a sentiment on here too, but I mean, stunning, right? Yeah, I'm just really excited by these stickers. Okay. Yes, Cindy, that's what I guessed, right? Yep. So you see it too. Okay. I wasn't sure if I was crazy, but yeah, they're adorable. Okay. And then we have a couple other holidays, you know, kind of down the road from Valentine's. So we are trying to, you know, get a few things in ahead of the game because sometimes it gets hard. So this one is the vintage Easter stickers. Do you love it? It's so cute. Look at that little face. Ooh. And so that says Happy Easter. This says, hello, here's an Easter greeting for you. And so there's some words on there, but okay. And remember, all of the big ones, you guys, are $5.50, but you get 2 sheets in each one. Then we got some stickers for St. Patrick's Day. So St. Patrick's Day is one of those holidays where people don't make that many cards or, you know, celebration things that much. But for those of you guys that make the St. Patrick's Day cards or want to send them out, they are such a surprise to whoever gets them because nobody sends them, right? So I am always on the lookout for it, but it's hard because when we find like paper and stuff like that, there's oftentimes so much of the same paper that, you know, there just isn't that much variety, right? And, you know, you can't do a whole design out of just green on green, on green, on green. So I found these 2 stickers and I was pretty happy with it because if you need shamrocks, there is a gob of shamrock stickers on here, right? And you even get this little leprechaun drinking his green beer. And then this one is this might be the paper one actually. These vintage kids for St. Patrick's Day. Now, back in I think these are like Victorian art. Back in the day, they did a lot more St. Patrick's Day stuff, it seems like, because when Authentique was around, they did a really great set for St. Patrick's Day with kind of this style of a vintage image, but it's hard to find now. So anyways, so I loved that as well. Now, that's what I had to show you guys for new product, okay? So here's the thing. I want to just tell you guys a little something because I got a little bit angry this morning. Not at you guys, not even at my other half. So our paper rose order with Valentine's line shipped from Australia, and it arrived in Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, on December 17th. Okay. And then it just sat there and sat there and sat there. And so, in the past, I've just been able to call my rep at Perrinville because we have a business account and we get business deliveries, and they would kind of ping the package or whatever, and then it would just poof on the move and show up. So I couldn't get through to Perrinville. So I called the 1-800 number at the post office, and the lady there was, you know, less than helpful, but helpful. And she said to me, which is a good thing to know, is that based on that, I needed to go online and fill out a missing mail thing with my tracking number, and that would ping the system to find it and get it on the move. Okay. So I had to go through all of those steps, but that's a good thing to know for you guys too. If you have a package somewhere, not like necessarily just from us, but, and it gets stuck, then you just go in after a while when it seems like it's been too long and fill out that missing mail, and apparently it pings it and gets it going. And it did. So as of January 3rd, it arrived in Anchorage, Alaska. So it went from Columbus to Anchorage, Alaska. And then I've been watching it these last few days, and it is back to this, your package is arriving late, but is in transit to the next facility. That's the message, but that's the message I had for 2 weeks from Columbus. So it's now the 8th, right? It's been in Alaska for 5 days. So I call and I get an answer at Perrinville. And so I was talking to the guy and I was explaining this, and he started to mansplain to me how the system worked. And so, and I'm talking and I'm telling him this, and then I get to a point here and he goes, "So is that all the questions that you have?" And I was like, okay. And he goes, "Okay, well then let me explain how this works, right? Your box is heavy. It's 14 pounds. That's not that heavy." And he goes, "And so we, you know, have this contract with space on airplanes, but if it doesn't go on there, then it has to get trucked." And he said, "And each time it goes in a truck, it goes 300 miles. And then that truck driver drops the load." I'm just telling you guys because now you'll know too, right? We all get stuff in the mail. And so he drops that load, and then the next truck picks it up, and it's continuously moving, right? He goes, "So, you know, it says it's on the move. As of yesterday, it's been updated. So what do you want me to do?" And I said, "Well, how long does it take to drive from Alaska? Let's just say." I said, "Because you can't tell me if it's been on the truck or whatever." And he goes, "Well, it's like, it has to go 300 miles. I said, "Dude, I drive to Idaho, and that's 300 miles. It takes 6 hours. That's not that big of a deal. And if it's a continuously on the move, shouldn't it be somewhere by now?" So anyways, needless to say, he helped me exactly zero and mansplained to me how the mail system worked. And it's a good thing I wasn't in public, because if I was there, he would have heard it from me. So you guys, long story short, one, there's a little information about how the postage works. 14 pounds on a box is apparently considered a heavy box. And our Valentine's line is still in Alaska. So I'm working on it. Not much I can do because they are not very helpful. But we will still, you know, keep going. So fingers crossed it arrives sometime soon. All right. So now for the fun part. Okay. So starting on Sunday and then Monday and Tuesday, I have a virtual trade show with our vendors, and we do projects and all that kind of stuff with new product. And so today, and then we do, you know, we order for the next series of things and stuff like that. So today, I haven't done this in a while with you guys, but it's so fun. I wanted to do a catalog party. These aren't huge catalogs, but there's some really great stuff in here with you for Hero Arts and Spellbinders, okay? So, and if you've been in the store recently, I think only one set of people has seen these because then I accidentally left them at home. So these are, at the moment, they're here. They'll probably be here tomorrow too if you want to take a look. But, so anything that you pre-order from these catalogs is 10% off. And some of these things sell out pretty quick. So I want to be sure we get into the first parts of the order. Okay. So let's do Spellbinders first, because this one has some of my new favorites. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I know, you guys. It's like, ugh, but I mean, well, and I got kind of mad too, because all the other times I've called Perrinville, the lady that was on the phone, she just helped me. She didn't mansplain. She just helped me, which was great. So, okay. So this first one here, this is zodiac signs. And these are for Better Press. So if you don't have the Better Press system, this is not going to be something you want. But if you do have the Better Press system or the glimmer machine, because remember, all the Better Press plates can also be glimmered, this, I think, is really kind of a cool thing for birthday cards. So you've got, now when you look at this, it says, so like the block print Gemini, 3 plates, and you have 1 template. The template is for lining up things so that you get them perfect. It's kind of a registration thing, but it's the 3 plates. So my guess is, because I can't fully tell what's in here, you have 1 plate, that is the image. You have 1 that says Gemini and the dates, and then you have something, one of the plates is the trait, okay? So there are plates for all of the, what are these things called? The zodiacs. And then if you are somebody who really, really loves that stuff, there is a bundle. Now, each one of these individually is $11.99, okay? So if you order the bundle, you would get 1 of each of them. And I do believe from history, when I figured this out, the bundle prices are usually like 15% less than buying each item individually. Plus you get your 10% off of that, okay, for pre-ordering. So if you are a Zodiac person, that one. But you guys, this set is awesome. Okay, so let's talk about this. These are stamps and dies, okay? So the dies are going to make the little character, and then the stamps are the hilarious part. So these are some of the samples so you can kind of see. And then there's one about pickleball, because pickleball is, you know, it's a really big thing now. So the dumpster fire, I'm going to just hold this up so that you guys can read it on the camera, hopefully. But the sentiments are really what pulls this whole thing together. Let's skip today and try again tomorrow. Everything's fine if you ignore most of it. And your meltdown is safe with me. Hi. Okay. And so there's all of those sentiments, and they're just a little clear stamp. So that one is $25.99. And then this one is UGG. You guys, I missed some comments. Oh, yes, Heather. I was actually thinking of you, Heather. I saw your message actually. I didn't see it earlier. I just saw it a little bit ago. So I will get back to you with that. You can have margaritas, I know, right? Yeah, Heather, I'm not sure you need an excuse though, from what I recall. So the UGG is the die, okay? And then you have the sentiments that go with it. And it said, let's cancel today. And UGG, because adulting is hard. UGG also spells hug. And send hope or cake. So there's a bunch of good ones in that one. Could you guys read that? Was I holding it like, I don't know, was I holding it where you could actually read it? It's hard to say. I know you don't need an excuse. Okay. And then so that one's UGG. This was Dumpster Fire. This one is called Favorite Side Effect. Okay. So the dies make the little pills there. And so favorite side effect, let me make sure I can get this in here. Okay, you can. Okay, thank you. Jessica, thank you. Wish this pill came with a nap. If you're happy and you know it, it's your pill. If only adulting came in chewable form. Another year, another pill. Warning, may cause eye rolls. And you're my favorite side effect. So there's, barely holding it together strength. Okay, that's funny. So, this one is, the Dumpster Fire is $25.99. The, favorite side effect is $24.99. And the UGG is $22.99. Now, that's because the dies are a little bit different sizes. Now, if you are really into pickleball, which, I'm not, but, I have never played it actually. So, but I hear once you start, it's like crazy addicting. So this one is called Born to Dink, which, so I dink you're awesome. You're my ride or dink. Couldn't rally without you. So it's, cause the people that do pickleball are like all into pickleball. So that one is $28.99 just cause it has a little bit more of the dice. Okay. So if you want just one of them, totally good. You still get your discount. If you like all of them, then there is a bundle. It's $87.52, and that has your 15% built in. Yeah. And then you also get the 10% off of that. So these are such a good value, especially on pre-order. Okay, so next up, we have, this is a new Sending Hugs line from Simon Hurley, okay? And there is a bundle on this one too. This one includes this is a dies, 19 dies, and it says the Happy Birthday Bear. So that's going to be this little guy here. We have the Congrats Cat, which is that one. And for the record, this guy also has a little drink, which, you know, does seem like what you should have if you were going to celebrate. And then we have the Darling Dog. So these are going to have a lot of different pieces. Oh, look at that, you guys. You can make this one a panda or a regular bear, it looks like. So that's pretty cute. Yeah. And then the sentiments are the negative space. So each one of those, oh, of course, they're not exactly the same size. $26.99 for the bear, $26.99 for the dog, and $28.99 for the cat. Okay. And those are the three that are in the bundle for $70.52 before your discount. Okay. But this is one I think that is going to be really gorgeous. So they do, you know, those Spellbinders 3D embossing folders are awesome, right? They're really great. They have one called Puffy Hearts, and it's just got all kinds of dimension. Oh, it's a party in here. Now there's 3 people. Hi. What can I help you with?
Happy Dog Cake. It's coming out probably.
Okay. So we have the 3D Puffy Hearts as the embossing folder. And remember, theirs are bigger. So there's an 8.5 by 5.5. And then, you guys, they have the stencils. And this one it's going to go right over the top of these, but you have 3 different stencils, okay? So that's how you can get multiple colored of hearts, kind of like the one shown here. And that's $14.99. But I don't think there's a bundle on the heart stencil. Okay, so I don't know if anybody's into strawberries, so we'll kind of breeze through this fast. If you need more information, we can come back to it. The Berry Best dies, you get 17 dies, $22.99, and those actually are pretty good the way that they, have the samples. So if you want strawberries, if you like strawberries, that one is pretty good. There's the Berry Best stamp set. So you've got 18 stamp sets and it's $15.99, but that has, some of your sentiments, but also it has the dies. Now, I will have to ask them, but my guess, you guys, is that these ones are cut out with a die, okay? Oh, I don't have to guess. It's right here in the writing. Cuts out both die and stamped strawberries. So that die also cuts out those. Yay. All right. And then you also have there's 3 stencils, $11.99 if you want to do layered strawberries. Okay. This is the one I think that a lot of you guys are going to be excited about. Now, this is the one I'm trying to get my hands on. This is the Classic Mouse Love Rub-Ons. And you guys, if you have not seen the Spellbinders rub-ons, they are gorgeous. They're a matte finish. They are so beautiful. They don't even look like, how sometimes those rub-ons we used to do had sort of like the edges and stuff like that. They don't show any of that. They just look like they're part of the image. Fabulous. And you get both sheets for only $6, $5.99. Okay. Now, this one here is the Steamboat Willie Duo. This has been out for a while. I know a number of you guys have it. We have it in the store. The Classic Mouse Love is the next set of dies in the add-ons to dress these guys up and make them do fun stuff. There was a Christmas set that came out. And so really, really good stuff. And you just have a lot of great embellishments in that one as well. So the Classic Mouse Love add-on, that one's $24.99. And then we also have a couple of Better Press plates. So the Better Press, you guys, it just is, people are freaking loving it, especially for sentiments and really detailed stuff, because you don't get that same effect from stamping. So if you haven't gotten into Better Press and we need to do another demo one of these days, let me know, because I am happy to do that. So we have the Classic Mouse Happy Sentiments. That one's $24.99. And the Classic Mouse Love Sentiments. So that one is $22.99. And I'll kind of just, hopefully you guys, hi Susan. Hopefully you guys can see this. I got such a delay that I can't tell if it's focusing enough for you guys to read it. I think it is though. But you guys, the samples that they do, they really, really have upped their game with these samples. This is one of my new favorite nesting dies. I can't remember which one that is, but I love that shape on a card. I think it's really interesting. Okay. So this is Say Cheese Classic Pooh Baby. Okay. I know, I'm like such a child. The Pooh always makes me laugh. But if you do need some baby stuff, or if you've been collecting the Pooh cast of characters that they've been putting out, we can still get any of the characters that have already come out. So Pooh and Piglet has already come out. Rabbit and Owl has already come out. And I think there was a Tigger and Eeyore. But new this round is Kanga and Roo. Okay, $19.99, but you have Kanga and then the little baby Roo. So cute. And then you have some baby accessories, which you could use with it or without. And then you also, that's $19.99, but you also have the blocks embossing folder. So what's cool about this, okay, this is designed so that you can do it just kind of like this, okay? Make it into one background. Or you can use a 1-inch square punch and you can create a cool baby block kind of a pattern on the background, okay? So there are, there's some options there. And then we also have, this one is Sweet Sentiments. It's a press plate, $26.99. This is just more poo stuff. It isn't necessarily baby specific. So even if you're not doing baby stuff, but you've been collecting the poo themed things, you could still go with this one. Okay. So that's Sweet Sentiments for $26.99. And then this one is the 100-acre wood map to create a very cool background. I actually saw, I haven't hardly looked through my kits, but I did see that I have this plate in my stuff to play with. So now because this is a release with Simple Stories, okay, it's kind of their companion thing, then we have the stamps and dies that go with that line as well. So if you want any of those things, just let me know. All right, these are the other ones that I think are so funny. Okay, so you guys, this is called Age to Perfection. And did you guys have one of these, the dancing chatterbox, when you were a kid, and you would like wind it up and it was the little teeth and they just jumped all over your desk? That's what this is. But you guys, this one has the swinging legs element. So we've had this in other ones before, but so you just take your, like a round foam and you can just hook the legs on and they just swing and it gives the cutest little action. So this dancing chatterbox is only $19.99. And I mean, look at this. So freaking cute. But then Birthday Laughs Sentiments. This is a great set. So I'm going to read these because they do look like they're really little for you guys to see on the camera. So is this the birthday when you start carrying a tissue in your sleeve? Instead of grandkids, I got you this card. See, it's even small for me. Holy cow. I hear old people like getting cards. Old enough to know better, young enough not to care. You look good for someone born in the 1900s. It's your day. You probably won't remember most of it. Oh, I could totally see these. Like to that friend that you tease for getting old all the time, right? It's not your gray hair. It's sparkle escaping from your soul. Oh, from your soul escaping. And then it's all fun and games until your metabolism slows down. Oh boy, that's not even a joke. That is true. We're driving to work. I have to roll down the window. He's got the heater on high in the car. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, damn it.
Personal summer.
Sorry. Oh, sorry. I called you old. I thought you knew. How can we be the same age as old people? How old are we telling people you are now? I love this set. So freaking funny. And then if you are a Better Press fan, then there is a press plate that just says, how old are we telling people you are now? And it's going to be a pretty good size. So these little monsters were from a birthday line that came out a little while ago. But I don't know what size these wiggly eyes are, but I think they're kind of big, right? So they're designed to be on top of this guy if you want them to. And then you have this cool Oh My God, which is $11.99. So for the wiggle eyes, it is, oh, they're 20 millimeters. I do know what size they are. They're 20 millimeters because that's what it says.
That's 2 centimeters, which is about 3/4 of an inch-ish.
Ish, yeah. And it's $3.99 for those guys. Okay.
Maybe a little smaller.
Make it and bake it. So if you have been looking for some cooking stuff, this is perhaps one of the very best lines of dies and details and things like that I have seen. Okay. So this one has an I Want It All bundle. And the base price with your bundle discount is $149. So you would save another $15 off of that. But let me show you guys what all is in here because, oh my gosh. So Fluff Frost and Roll is all of the utensils. We have Cool It Cookie Rack, which has the rack and some various cookies that you can make really cool. I'll show you close-ups of the pictures. And then we have Magic Mixer, okay? So let me try to zoom in the best I can here because I didn't even, all three of those sets are $28.99 each, okay? So they're big, full sets with lots of dies. But you guys, look at the detail that comes out of this. I mean, it is phenomenal, right? And so those even look like little cookies. And then you've got all of these, I gotta get it in the frame. All of these utensils, when you cut the whisk out of silver, I mean, it looks like a whisk. And the spatula, it's crazy, you guys. And you have this cool hello that is frosting, okay? But look at this. Just by the way that they shaded that cookie, does it not look like it was baked? I mean, right? But this one, I just thought the detail on this guy is so good. I think there's even a picture. Yeah, it's the next page. I'll show you. So remember this one because we have this one here that has the blue tray with the silver lining and some cookies and some flowers. There is an embossing folder I haven't shown you yet and the scale and things like that. But there's your mixer and your mixing bowl. Now, wait, you still have one of what? Was it the chattering teeth? I have no idea what we were talking about a minute ago, Diane. But, okay. So then the other two dies, because I might be jealous if that's the case. This one is called Measure Mates. So it's that scale we were looking at, the cookies and the measuring cups. And then this one is your Made with Love. That's your apron and the oven mitts. Oh, and that chocolate chip cookie that we saw in the first one. Now, these are some more of the, and then there is, I don't know how well you can see it. You really can see it in that other card, but look at this. I mean, it is so good. So if you are somebody who wants to do like a recipe album or something like that, this is such a good set. And so, because you can have, I mean, for doing a recipe album, even if you just had this one, right? Or if you just went with the apron and the oven mitts or, you know, whatever, you can mix and match. But this one here is the one that blew me away, okay? So look at this sample. I don't know what color that is. It's kind of like almost like a dark pumice stone, kind of a gray brown, and with this rack. But that color looks just like the nonstick pan I have at home. It's insane. And so, anyways, I think this is going to be a really, really good one. And then you also get some sugared, or there's also sugared expressions, which is $14.99 on the stamp set. Okay? All right. And then we come into Easter. Are you guys ready for Easter? I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to show you guys the Easter. Well, it's kind of too late now. The cat's out of the bag, right?
What happened to Valentine's?
Well, it's like in a month. It might have been another one. So, okay. So the thing is, there's some cute Easter things in here. So I will kind of just sort of glance through these pretty quick. But this is a new Simon Hurley one. This is an inlaid egg die. I mean, it creates a really cool thing, and you could do some awesome shaped cards with that. But the one I thought that was kind of like the hearts that we looked at earlier, this is a 3D ornate eggs folder. That one's $15.99. And then you've got 5 stencils for the eggs, okay? You can use it with or without the embossing folder. And that one's $24.99. So it kind of depends on what all you guys do for Easter. Now, I only have one person who has gotten into the 3D gnome felt set, and she's sitting over here. But if this is something that you want, let me know, and we will get it figured out for you, because there's a basic I don't know, wizard or elf or something design, and then gnome. That's the word. And then for this season, there is spring embellishments And that's the egg. So spring embellishments actually does Valentine's and St. Patrick's Day all at once. So that's pretty handy. Okay, then this is a paper line. I'm going to skip that. And this one, we can't figure out what that design is. So I will tell you guys, though, I think that this embossing folder is pretty cool. This is still, again, one of those big sizes. It's called Regal Lattice. But what I liked about it is you have almost basically 2 different patterns on the embossing folder. And both of them are gorgeous. But you could cut that in half and have a card front, 2 different card fronts, which is fun. There is some Susan's Gardens. These are the realistic flowers. But back to the rub-ons, you guys.
The contrast on the lattice picture didn't show very well.
The Regal Lattice?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe not on the phone. It showed a little bit better on the laptop.
Okay.
I don't even know where. Oh, this one. Maybe that gets it. It's because they did a cream version of it, you know. So, sense. But okay. So you guys loved the rub-ons, wanted more rub-ons, and so what?
Feet in your bag.
Yeah.
Where's your bag?
Maybe over by Jamie.
The orange bag?
Yeah. So we have 2 new rub-ons. There is one called Spring Blessings, which I think is going to be really great for Easter, but it's also going to have a little bit of the religious element of Easter. Not exclusively, but it does have it in there. And again, you get the 2 sheets for $5.99 for those before your discount. But Little Leaps, you guys, can you see that? Oh my goodness, those frogs. I mean, when I opened this catalog, I didn't think, oh my gosh, I want some frogs. But here we are. We have frogs. And I love them. They're so cute. So when, and one of the things that's great about these when they do them is they make them big enough to be the front element on a card. But because you get the 2 sheets for like the $6, it's a good price for all of the stuff that you get. But look at him. Isn't he freaking adorable? Oh my gosh. Okay. So that's those. These are some pre-existing dies. That's Spellbinders, you guys. So you may want to review the video, but if there's anything in the catalog that you want, either put it in the comments, stop in and write your name in the catalog, or send me an email, because I am going to be getting my orders together in the next day or 2, the first order for it. And anything that's in stock, I'm going to have ship now. And so that way you can get your discount. So the Hero Arts catalog is a little bit smaller. Okay. This one has some fun and kind of different stuff. So Hero Arts, I know a lot of you guys know, but Spellbinders acquired them. We aren't exactly sure what the whole thing was, but acquired is a good safe word. And so they acquired them. And they're trying to, because for a while there, Hero Arts was really hit and miss, we'll say, with some stuff. So they have been getting a lot better. Not all of the stuff, but it seems the ratio is better, okay? So this one has... It's got a die set that layers. This is kind of like, does this look like 60s or 70s kind of art? I think maybe that, like, you know, maybe 80s.
Not 80s, I would say 70s maybe.
Yeah. So anyways, but so you've got like a background die that makes this kind of cool wavy die that you can peeper piece. You have a stencil set, and then you have a yes you can, you know, encouragement one.
But it's definitely a vintage look, which,
yeah,
since it's my childhood, kind of sucks.
I know. All right, but I'm going to tell you guys, this one I think is going to be phenomenal. So this is called All That. And for those of you guys that also remember back in the day, we were All That and a bag of chips, right? So this is All That and a bag of chips. So this is the Snack Attack die set. And $18.99 on this one. It makes the bag and the chips, okay? Then we have the Snack Attack layering stencils. That's what's going to give it all of the color. And then you have the stamp set. Now, I have a feeling that we are going to be making some sample card with this set because I only opened one of the bags this morning and I saw this stamp set. So fingers crossed because it is so cute. Because can you guys see the detail in those chips? I mean, they look like chips, right? And that comes from this die. That's so awesome. So the bundle on this one is $42.99. And I think that that one is a pretty rock solid bundle at a great price because then you get another 10% off of that. So I'm just really excited. I really, really hope this one is in my kit. See, I get like you guys too. Okay, so this is another one. Now, do you guys remember when I decided to go live one day, I don't know, last fall? Well, it was at the old store, so it had to have been in probably July or August, okay? And without any instructions whatsoever, I made that Nutcracker card with the, you could pull down on his little goatee, and it opened his mouth, and it had the son of a nutcracker sentiment, which I fell in love with. Anyways, that was called the Big Mouth die, slider die, right? So if you got that and made the Nutcrackers, you're already set up for the new release. If you didn't get that, you can do this with that release, or you don't have to have it. You can do it multiple ways. But if you want the interactive element, you need that Big Mouth slider die set, okay? So if you didn't get it with the Nutcracker, there's also a bundle. This one is for sardines, which I did not know sardines were a thing, but I have been, ever since I saw this, now I'm seeing sardines everywhere, like washi tape and, you know, bags and things like that. So really a lot of stuff, but I think this is the one that's going to be so cool because you get these little sardine fishes and you can do the tin and then you can open the tin just like you could open the guy's mouth, but a whole different look, right? So just these two, if you wanted the bundle, if you already had this die, the sardines to go with it is $24.99. But if you don't have that one and you want to get the bundle, it's $33.98. So you really could make some pretty awesome stuff. And then there is the letterpress labels that can go on there. And those are like $24.99 and $15.99 for the stamp set.
Do those go with Betterpress or work with Betterpress?
Which ones?
The one you just called letterpress?
Yes, letterpress. It's because it says letterpress right here. But do they say betterpress on other ones? It's a good question. Not in this catalog. Oh, I skipped a part. That's okay. Yes, that's the answer. I just read it, but letterpress and betterpress, anything out in like our industry for those things is going to go with the betterpress. Okay. And then we have a little bit more because this is a different version of art for your kits. Okay, so it depends on if you want like a mermaid and a cat mermaid. Meow. What is a mermaid? What is a cat mermaid called?
Confused.
I think there's some silly term for it. Oh, you guys, we heard a bad joke this morning at the coffee stand. And if you got it right, you got 25%, 25 cents off, which we did not get it right. What do you call it when worms take over the world?
Is anybody answering?
Nope, I'm going to leave it there. You guys can guess. Well, hi, Heidi. Good to see you. Okay, so there's some other dies that kind of go with this. It just kind of depends on, you know, what you're into. I'm just stuck on what that cat is called. There's like an actual name for it. So, okay. Next up is some Easter stuff. There is not a ton of brand new stuff, but there's this really great confetti layering stencil set. So you get 4 stencils, $22.99, and you can do it in any colors. It doesn't have to be Easter, but you get all those different dots on there. Spring tweetings. This one has the basket, and you can get it with the die. And then this one could be cool. This is a letterpress set, better press set or foiling that says Happy Easter. So you've got this giant Happy Easter that goes with it, but also you have an egg. So this is a blank egg, like it's just a blank plate. You can put ink all over it and do the press, or you can foil that, which could be really stunning in some of those decorative foils. Okay. And then we have a little bunny set, some grass. Some of this I'm just skipping over here real quick. This one I think might be kind of nice too. This is a lilac. It's lilac. Just kidding. Lilac. I do know my flowers. Haha. Just kidding. Okay. So there is a really great new script background. These are 6x6. That one's $16.99. I love these sentiment stamps for backgrounds. And so this one is called Bird Song Script, which means it's going to be, you know, the words are going to be a little bit more in there, but it's also not something you can completely read. There is a layering lilac die set. All of those dies, $19.99. There's also a stamp and die if you like to color. And this one I'm really excited about for our mixed media people, because this is grids and icons mixed media transfers. So these are rub-ons, but these are designed kind of like how when Tim did his rub-ons, they were designed so you could use just a little part of it, or you can kind of rub just kind of a little bit and get sort of a jagged edge where it tears off to make it part of your background. So that's why there is like these full pages for doing that kind of thing. And these, they've had other designs in this, and they were actually very, very popular because they work really well also. So this one is $12.99 for 5 sheets of rub-ons. It's insane. Oh, I got a note. All right. And then all of this stuff looks like we've done it before. Okay. You know, Wormed Domination, Wormed Domination, that was my guess. It is not right. And we had a full discussion about the answer. I mean, it could be right? Who's to say? It's a dumb joke. Global warming. And so our discussion this morning was like, but that isn't world domination. Well, it isn't world domination if it's global warming. But if it's global worming, then it is literally worms taking over the world. So I did have a hearty laugh at that. So anyways, you guys send me emails if there's anything that you want from these so that we can secure your discount and the inventory, because I think some of these things are going to go pretty quick. And really quickly, because I know you guys kind of fell in love with these stamps. So these stamps are $17.99. We have the bookworm upside, which I will Google image this and see if I can figure out what this one is. Do you know that stamp right there? My hand is not that. It's this one.
I should. I took ASL.
Oh, yeah, then you really should.
It was,
yeah. We got Jamie on it.
It was 20 years ago, though.
So upside, I guessed all the others. I'm pretty good at all the others, but then we have Goal Setter with the teeny tiniest little Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. They're so cute. I don't know why my voice just went up. That was so weird. Caffeinated, which is, I think, going to be a very popular one. And then Get Crafty, which has the sewing and the knitting and even the paper crafting.
And is in my bag.
Oh, and is already in Jamie's bag. Yeah. she's a sewer. Okay. So then also we have, oh my God, Heather, do you like is it a good answer? I think it's a good answer. I didn't even feel wrong or feel bad about guessing the wrong answer. So these ones are $3.99, and remember there's 2 sheets per sticker. So we have the tea set, the whale set, the robots, Moodang, the bouncing pork, the mices, I mean, yeah, the sea turtles, and the trash pandas with coffee, i.e. raccoons. Okay, those are the little ones. And then at $5.50, we have some holiday ones and some other ones. Again, still 2 sheets. So they're a really good price for just flat stickers, which we have been getting requests for years, and I haven't been able to find good ones. So vintage St. Patrick's Day people, tons of mini shamrocks. These all have names, but they aren't printed anywhere on here, so I'm just making it up. Vintage Easter, Campbell's Soup Kids, which are really not Campbell's Soup Kids, but they have a slight Valentine's thing to them. This one, which is like these vintage foil clear stickers. Most of these stickers are clear too. If you missed that first part when we were going through them, most of them are clear, and the printing is really good and pretty opaque for clear. So we have Victorian Cupids. We have vintage Valentine rectangles. Rainbow birds. All of these are individual, 2 sheets. I can't even tell you how many birds is on there. A lot, though. We have dinosaurs. Happy birthday. We have vintage beehives or vintage bees. I mean, the artwork is just so fantastic. This one is teacups. And then we have the happy moon face, which would be really fun envelope seals. Okay. That is...
Are you intending to show those 2 behind your...
No. Oh, yeah. Those of you guys that stayed get to see one more thing. I hid them from myself. Thanks, Jamie. Okay, so we did get in... We've had these on the table for a little while, but does it seem like I can't find where to open this? That is very much the case. Okay, so... But... I keep forgetting to show you, and I almost forgot again today, okay? So these are 2 rolls of some of the most beautiful clear PET tape sticker things, I think, ever, okay? So it has, let me see, any idea of size? Nope, I can tell you the width and not the size, but I can show it to you. There's a lot, okay? So this one has, I have to see them. They're so pretty. Hold on, just building drama here, okay? All right. So you have these stunning snowflakes. You have this little winter tree, a winter cabin, that owl, which has a piece of tape on it, but that's just for sealing. You have this gorgeous deer, and you have, oops, there we go, the owl, okay? Hopefully I got those all in for you. And it's a really good price for this mini clear stickers, which I can't tell you specifically what it is, but the next one is awesome too. So let me pull that one out, because this one I think is a border one, if I recall. So that one is the, I don't know, winter stickers. And this is the winter landscape one. Oh, winter forest. Wait, winter wonderland and winter forest. I just have to read the box. Okay. There we go. All right. Check this out. Now, I know some of you guys already picked these up, because we have gone through some of them, and you can kind of see what the image looks like on there, but wait until you see this one. This one is definitely my favorite. Okay. Building drama. Hold on. All right. Look at how gorgeous this is. Is it focusing though? That's going to be the question.
With the delay, you have to wait a minute for
Yeah.
it to tell you that.
Yeah, it does look like it's focusing. So look, it is just non-stop. Oh, but it's only going to focus if I put it in the screen.
Oh, wow. So
Non-stop deer and trees.
is like the clear stuff sticky on back too?
It is. Yeah.
So
It's a sticker.
So you could do like a colored background and put that on top. Ooh.
Yes. Yes.
You putting that in my bag too.
Now, what I would suggest you guys for something like this one, I mean, you guys can do it however you want, but these ones are die cut, okay, the sticker ones. This one isn't. It's just a solid strip, but it is a sticker. Okay, that was the question. So I don't know how well you can see that, but it is. See, it is a sticker. So there's a couple things you can do. One, depending on your layout of your design, you can just stick this down, rock on, and it'll be gorgeous. If you are somewhat particular about things, I would get like an old magazine or your self-healing mat and your X-Acto knife and just run it along this edge to get some of that extra clear off so that you don't have like one big clear line. You just have it kind of following the shape of the trees. And with clear though, you guys, you don't really have to be as exact as if it were on a white or even on a standard washi, because most of it just disappears. But if it's me, I would probably do that if, depending on the design, okay? But this one is phenomenal. It's really, really good. And look at how much you get on there. So, okay, now I really am done. All right, I really promise I am done because I don't have any more product hiding. So, all right, you guys. It has been fun. I did not get very far on my beer, maybe like 3 drinks, but that's what happens when I talk the whole time. And I will see you all soon. Thanks for joining me. Bye. Oh, I gotta turn it off.